So I've already recorded one video, sat at this table, that probably won't get uploaded. It was me trying to get out the bad video vibes. I just had no energy to make a video and I just wanted to make something that would never get released, but at least record something. So here we are, the new position, because I think this is quite a fun spot. And you can see my Amazon package over there. What could it be? I have no idea. Anyway, so today I wanted to discuss makeup because I've done a lot of advice videos for TikTok and Reels and whatnot that people have asked for more of, and I struggle doing the advice ones because I don't feel like I've got good advice, and I don't feel like I have the best advice all the time, but I try to give advice from the perspective of someone who's done this before and the routes that I have taken to do things. It's more sharing my experiences because I don't know if that's going to help someone or not. These are things that I wish someone had told me beforehand, but it doesn't necessarily count as advice. It's more just learning from someone else's mistakes and learning from someone else's triumphs, I guess. So I figured I'd share my knowledge of makeup. I've done some reels. People have asked me for more information about makeup. I don't have the best advice. I don't do a lot of makeup, but I think if people are asking for makeup advice from me, it means they don't want to do a lot of makeup. That's my connection, how I understand those questions to be. So I figured I'd do that, right? I've put a photo here. This is when I do like a full face of makeup. This is me doing like a half-ish. And then like I do just eyeliner sometimes with mascara. I always pair those two together. That's just a brief overview, right? I want to quickly just lay that out. I will mostly fluctuate between like just eyeliner and then mascara, or I'll put on like an underline or an inner corner and that'll be that. If I'm doing a full face of makeup, that is rare as fuck. So people asking me for makeup advice tends to make me think that they don't want to wear much makeup because I don't tend to wear much makeup, so that's my connection there. And all for it. I hate wearing makeup. I don't find it comfy. I think foundation just feels horrible. I've tried so many brands, I don't like it. I find it cumbersome to also do makeup every day. So I get the people who don't want to wear a lot of makeup and just want like a little bit to help accentuate the face. So I have like a decent-ish range on how much makeup I like to wear. It could fluctuate from like just eyeliner and mascara or all the way up to like full face of makeup with contour and all the other shit that I just don't care about. The thing that takes the longest, right? This is the thing that people get completely wrong. The thing that takes the longest is eyeliner. Eyeliner is like the hardest one, right? As soon as you master your eyeliner, the rest you can do like in less than that, right? It will take me 10 minutes to do my eyeliner, then 10 minutes to do the rest. Especially if I'm going for a middle corner. If I'm doing the inner corners of my eyes, doubles the amount of time I'm doing my eyeliner, maybe even triples. And then the rest of my makeup, again, 10 minutes. Makeup is very easy to do once you know the patterns of doing it. It's the eyeliner that's way too much of a anomaly. What's an anomaly quote? Baba ganoush. Throughout this video, I'm gonna like try and find photos of me doing the faces that I'm on about, like the styles, because redoing my makeup now is not it. I kind of wanted to just cover like various different tools, different makeup things that I use that I've found over the years to be the best or the ones that I like the most. I am still trying to find more. I'm trying to find cheaper alternatives to some of them. I'm trying to find alternatives that exist to some of the ones that don't exist anymore or the ones that I just can't find easily. I don't like ordering stuff online. I think ordering makeup online is annoying. I have once ordered a KVD eyeliner when that was still a thing. I ordered that and a fake one came. So it's not the same as buying it from a store that I know is going to be real, you know? Alternatively, you could order directly from like the companies or whatever. Like I know you can order from MAC and also like if you wanted to buy from Boots, but I find it annoying to order like one eyeliner and then pay the delivery when I could just go into town and buy that one eyeliner when I'm in town doing something else anyway. That's me. So if I can buy it in store, that's more important for me. So as I said, eyeliner is my key thing. I have done a reel on how I do my eyeliner. Probably still holds up. I should probably rewatch that. We'll see. So eyeliner, I go with the Fenty Beauty, the Fly Liner. It is so good. So good until it runs out. Ellie's nodding in the background. It's so good until it runs out. And then like it becomes way too hard to like do anything with. I have since Googled some advice on how to revitalize the life in this eyeliner. And people say to like drain it, like have it standing up like that. So the tips here, have it standing up so it drains into the bottom and then get a makeup wipe and just hold the tip till that drains of any like old eyeliner that's probably hardened in the tip and then it should work like normal. I haven't yet tried that because I've binned all the old ones. I'm now gonna try it with this one when it gets to that point, but this one's relatively new. Mascara, right? These are really good. This is the Clinique mascara. It does say the name, but it's rubbed off. So I got this one because Ellie had it. I got this one because a friend recommended this one. This is a Soap and Glory one. This is really good. I just couldn't find it when I went back into the shop, so I ended up buying the Clinique one. For a simple face of makeup, I do recommend learning eyeliner, right? Focus just on your eyeliner. Mascara is dead easy to do. I'm not doing an educational video, I'm just like trying to give little bits of advice here and there. Mascara is super easy to do, right? You get it out, right? Clean off the excess by fucking it. And then you wanna just put it to the lash and then sort of close your eyes and twist the thing and pull it up, or pull it out rather. A good piece of advice, this applies for most mascara. If you do accidentally touch your skin with it at all, leave it for a minute. It will dry, it will crust almost. It goes hard relatively when it dries. And then wipe it off because it should be able to come off a lot easier. Some of them, if they go hard enough, you can kind of pick them off, if that makes sense. It doesn't take that long, maybe a minute or two, but just try not to close your eyes or touch it or anything. It will come off a lot easier than you expect, so don't feel like you've ruined your makeup. But if it does go on your upper lid, do keep an eye out for that it doesn't go into the crease. Do your upper lashes and then your lower lashes, and then if you want them to be even thicker, come back and do it again, because it will look even better then. Oh, if you want to do like a little technique, you can hit them with the old swing left and right. I don't know what this is called, but this one in my hometown, we call it the little swing left and right. Mascara, super easy to do. Do that after you've done your eyeliner though. I know I've told you how to do it first. The eyeliner, realize now I've done my eyeliner and teaching you how to do it is gonna be too hard. But you kind of just find the point where you want the eyeliner to end, right? It's kind of a good practice to find the corner of your eye, move like a few centimeters, maybe an inch out. It's definitely a little less than an inch. Yeah, move a few centimeters out, like dab a dot and then just drag in. That was brave of me, by the way. That was real brave. Drag in to meet the corner of your eyeliner, and then you drag up, and you're almost trying to make this, if we're rotating at 90 degrees, you're doing this like triangle with a line that comes to the corner of your eye. All I do is I start like as far out as I want to go. I press the tip there, and then I drag it in to the corner of the eye. Then I slowly make the connection to like about a third into my eye on my upper lid, drag up there, and then you've got like this nice little triangle. All you need to do is fill in. If the end isn't like sharp enough, you can just place the tip out further and then just drag out, or drag in rather, again, and you can make it look a little bit sharper that way. There's two other things I want to add to that. Don't be afraid to use your makeup wipes to like to sharpen it. That one was how I learned how to do things better. It was how I learned to shape them better, and then in the end, I don't even need to use makeup wipes for my eyeliner anymore. But don't be afraid to do that. Don't get rid of the whole thing, just try and shape it. Sometimes you'll have like a really good tip, but the inner part will be wrong, like the part that's touching the eye will be wrong. You could just get rid of that, or vice versa, and then just fill in the blanks. Obviously wait till it dries. The second part is, people like to drag out for their eyeliner. That does work for some people, 100% does. Doesn't work for me. I find that to be more complicated and harder to do because I'm using a felt tip, and so if I start from, ignore cat scratches that I've got. If I start from, I mean, that was a bad example. But the example we did learn from that is that different pressures apply different amounts, because obviously the different angle you're coming from on the tip, because it's like a sharp tip, will like angle it differently, right? Literally just imagine how it is with drawing with felt tip pens. It's the exact same, right? But the way I want to explain eyeliner as like a final piece on it is it's the exact same using felt tips, right? Ignore the idea that it is makeup. It is using a felt tip and you're drawing a shape. The shape you're aiming for is like a very stretched triangle. That is all you need to think about. It should be easier in that mindset, because I think a lot of people get into the mindset that makeup is this art form that gods can do, and doing a good eyeliner is something that only a few people can do. It is just drawing. It is absolutely just drawing, and you don't need to be good at drawing. I am dog shit at it. I am so bad at drawing, and I have also met people who are insane at drawing and can't do eyeliner. You want to do your eyeliner first, then your mascara. It makes it so much easier when like the lashes aren't blocking you. If that makes sense, it's so much easier that way. And those two components is literally all I wear on like a daily basis. Maybe I'll throw in some highlighter or blush just to like pad out and make a bit more of a shape, or I will use a little bit of contour, again for the same purposes. Those things are very easy. Blush you want to apply here, highlighter under the eyebrow and on the inner corner, and a little bit on the nose. Blush you can do all the way across the nose as well. That could work. Contour from here to here, right? You want to start like where the hair ends and draw it to meet like the end of your cheek coming towards the inner corner of your mouth. Obviously you don't want it touching. then you just want to blend up and out, if that makes sense. I should actually just do this. If I look like a clown at the end of this, it's because I am. I'm gonna teach like a minor bit of contour because you don't need a lot. I'm just doing like the most basic thing without foundation just to like shape my face on like a daily basis. Okay, so contour palette. I am using KVD, Shade and Light. I always used to call it like Sleek and Shine or some shit because I couldn't remember what it was called. Right, so this is great, right? I actually take this wherever I go because I also use this as an eyeshadow and this one as well. And these two sometimes, and this one, and sometimes this one. Was that funny? So this is a KVD Shade and Light palette. These are fine. These are stupid though. These are stupidly expensive. They're like 50, I think. I might be wrong now. I don't know. I haven't bought one in ages because this one's just lasted me so long because I don't do contour very often. But powder contour is the one that I know how to do the best. And so I'm going to teach you that. You literally just get like the shade that is good for you, right? And so because I'm like the most pale bitch in the world, I'm going for the lightest brown. And you just want to start here and drag it down to here. And see, it already looks better, right? You use like an angled brush, you don't have to. I do because, again, these are my preferences. None of this is exactly how it's meant to be done. It is, at the end of the day, just my preferences. And then you want to blend that up and out, right? Just basic blending. And I know for a fact that if one of my friends watched this, she's a makeup artist, if she does watch this, she's gonna tell me off for whatever I do throughout this video. But even with like a little bit of blending there, I do just think it looks so much better. Angles the face more. And there you go. Like it's added an extra bit of color to my face, right? If we compare it to the other side of my face, it's just slightly darker and it looks a bit more defined, especially when I'm like seeing you from angle on, you know? I like that. These are like very basic things. It took like 3 seconds to do that. Takes no time at all. Obviously, if you're doing foundation, put the foundation on first, then do that. That should go last because it sits better on top of foundation. I'm not wearing foundation, so it's not gonna sit as well, and I probably needed to use more than I would otherwise. It will cling to the foundation better. If I was to do foundation though, the order of which I would do things is eyeliner, mascara, then foundation. I do have one thing that I would use underneath, which is this. It just makes my skin glow a little bit more. It is the Beauty Crop, I didn't even know that was the name of the brand, Glow Milk. Damn, I have some glow milk somewhere. So this is great, right? You literally just get a little bit of it and then you can, just on your fingertip, and you just like put it where you want highlighter to go. And I want it to go here. I've just realized I've already got some of this on, so it's actually just doubling up now and it looks way more orange than it needs to. Ignore how much there is there. I have some on already. I probably shouldn't have doubled up on that. But basically just do that with a little bit and then you're golden. Like seriously, that's all you need. And it just adds this little bit of glow. If there's like, for example, if I'm outside or whatever, the sun will hit me in a nicer way if I'm wearing that. And I do really like how that looks. Another thing for highlighter, because it's a good thing to have, a palette that just has the 3 types of highlighter you need, like the blush highlighter, the gold, and the silver. The silver sees less use because I find it so aggressive. It's so bright. It just doesn't do what I'm doing for a normal day, but it does work for like clubbing or bright e-girl makeup, you know? The gold one, that one's the one, right? This is a Revolution palette. I don't know if they do this anymore. I got this 6 years ago, maybe. It's a basic powdered highlighter palette, and it's so good. I take like a flat brush, like one of these, which is normally for eyeliner, or eyeshadow, sorry. I take a little bit, I pad the inner corners of my eyes, just enough that it like adds a highlight there, and then I do all the way under my eyebrows. And you can see I've added a little bit there, and then I just like rub out a little bit if there's too much. Super simple, super easy, takes no time at all. Again, a 3-second task. So now you know how to do your highlighter and your contour in like 20 seconds max. It takes no time. You've got your eyeliner down, your mascara. Again, those are the ones that are gonna take more time. Mascara a little bit less, but still, you know, that's the ones that would take time. The last things that I tend to do is lipstick if I'm doing foundation, because I kind of like how they go together. Or I'll have something like, this is a Clinique Black Honey lip tint, I guess is what it would be called. Not exactly a lipstick, but just on the top lip. It like adapts to the color of my lips. Essentially, they say it adapts. It's just a thin film of the makeup and it just looks really nice, I think. I've got a Kim Possible going on at the moment, so I'm not sticking with that. But it's really nice if I want to add like a little bit more color to my lips. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I feel like the one thing I need and the one thing I want to do on a daily basis is my eyeliner, because I feel like it helps accentuate my face a bit more. It helps present a certain way to people, as well as like enhance the vibe that I'm going for. And I personally feel like it makes me pass better when I do eyeliner. If my ADHD has made me forget parts to actually record, because I don't go off a script because I won't be able to focus, or I'll do things more wrong. Don't know how that works, whatever. If I've forgotten some parts, please leave a comment, let me know, ask for more. I can totally do more of this. If I redo this, I will do my makeup from the start and show you how I do the looks individually perhaps. Foundation, right, so I have two foundations here. I bought these both on the same day because this was the one I used before. It is a number 7 Restore and Renew. It's not exactly the one I used before, but it's the new version of the old one. And then there's the Clinique Even Better Clinical. They both have SPF in them. I do recommend getting an SPF foundation. It's just good for you. It's good for your skin. Protect yourself from the sun. Don't be stupid. Anyway, so I have these two foundations. They are both fine. I don't like foundation at all. I feel like it feels horrible on my skin. I am very lucky that I don't need to wear foundation too often. When I do need to wear foundation, of course I do. I try to avoid it at all costs because I don't like how it feels. I don't like how it looks. I feel like if I do it wrong, it can look very cakey. If I do it on a day that's really hot, it will go horribly greasy, if that makes sense. I don't like foundation. So I'm gonna recommend this loosely and say experiment and find some stuff. If you go into a makeup store and ask them to find your shade, they will do it, right? It is their jobs, they will do it with no questions asked. If they do ask questions, or if they do get funny about it, entirely like a court case there. You have all the power there. You can go to their manager or whatever. Feel free to be a Karen. Like, I know that's rich coming from someone who has confidence, and I know a lot of people don't have the confidence to do stuff like that, but you do have the right to do that. Like, no one can stop you from like living your life. No one can stop you from going to a store and buying makeup. You're allowed to do these things. You can get them to test colors for you. If you find a brand you like, if it's one of these brands, you can go up to the stands in like a bunch of stores, say, hi, I want to find the right color in this line. Can you please help me? They'll test a bunch on you. They'll ask you what you think looks best. You can always ask them what they think is best because they're trained to know better. Some of the companies have apps that can help color match for you. I don't trust that shit. I don't trust that shit at all because the lighting is different. Just go with what someone else says. If you've got a friend who can help you, of course, that's gonna be much easier and comforting, I think. If you go to like a drugstore and they have like the makeup stands where they will do your makeup for you, if you get them to color match for you and you're like looking to buy, they will often give you like some deals. You know, I think this one was, if I got this one color match, which I did, if I bought this, it came with a free BB cream, which is essentially foundation moisturizer. That's another thing that is something to look into. If you don't want to wear foundation, look into BB cream. It is just moisturizer that is tinted and has the foundation color built into it. Again, SPF, you need to get that in there, or put sun cream on beforehand, even if it's not super sunny out. I don't always do that, but... So I'm gonna speed run for a few random things, right? I like to do the underline, right? What I do that with is normally, and this is a double use case, is I'll use the darkest color here. So I can get like a nice dark color in the underline. I will use this NYX like crayon like kind of thing. This one's in black, but I will use the white one on the underline. I'll pull down, just draw on that. It brightens up the eyes. It's a technique used a lot in Asia to like make the eyes look bigger. I like it sometimes, I don't other times. Today I've gone for just doing the underline and not doing the actual eyeliner part, just underneath the mascara, if that makes sense. Blush, this one I know a lot of people want to do. This one is hard because I think blush, if you do too much, can make you look like a clown, and that's just a fact. This is a super cheap old blush from Revolution. It is just powder blush. It doesn't matter what brand it is, you don't need to get this brand. Ellie has one that's more expensive. It has lasted her for ages and there's like dregs left. She's used this, it gives the exact same results. The only time I've been able to get the results that Ellie gets is when she used this like blush brush kind of thing, right? Works perfect. This actually helps so much. Sometimes it's not the makeup, it's the applicator that works better, if that makes sense. You can use the cheapest shit for both sometimes, and it gives you the exact same results as spending the max amount of money. Blush, you just like get a little bit on here, and then you just grab it and you pull out, right? Grab it and pull out. And there you go. You can see like the difference immediately. Get a little bit on the top of your nose. There's nothing there, though it's there. And it kind of adds that depth and personality to your face. Like, That's kind of the goal, right? I might have added a bit too much, but yeah. So just using a little bit can help bring some life to your face, add some extra color. It means that you have more going on, right? More personality. Super easy to do as well. Again, took me a couple of seconds. These different things work together in different tandems. I could put contour on as well to add a different kind of depth, or just contour, or just blush. Does different things, right? The inner corners, I've tried 3 different ways of doing this. Eyeliner, it works, but it can get really hard to do. If you cry and you have the wrong kind of eyeliner, you're fucked. If you fuck up and you have to get rid of it, you have to wait till it dries, of course. I struggle with my inner corner a lot. The only time I'm able to do it is when my eyeliner is brand new. At the moment, I'm experimenting with getting better at using eyeshadow. I use this, or sometimes I use the dark color from this, which I do the underline with. I'll use this, which is just a Truth or Bare Morphe palette. Really good for just all the basic colors, right? And a really good mirror as well. It's just really good, got a load of basic colors, really useful. You can use like the lightest color as like a highlighter and the darkest color to sort of contour areas. I use just this like super flat brush, right? Just like the flattest tip brush I can get, right? You can see like it's wide there, flat there. I use that, I just grab it, get some of the color onto it, I then go onto the underline and just like rub it across, back and forth. If there's too much on, I take a finger and I just like rub it a little bit. That helps. Of course, this is better to do before you do your mascara, because otherwise you could fuck up and then rub your mascara as well. The same with the inner corner. I just grab from the inner corner and pull outwards. This is a little bit more awkward to do than the outer corner, because the inner corners, you need them to line up when they meet in the center. Otherwise, your eyes are gonna look lopsided. Every single time I do my inner corners, every single time without fail, I will always have this one angled down and this one angled up. And I'll look at myself and I'm like, oh my God, my face is broken. Normal, obviously, no one's eyes are symmetrical, but you can make them look symmetrical by doing eyeliner and the inner corners as well. Just by like almost convincing other people when they're looking at you that they are symmetrical with the shapes that you have drawn. I think also using some highlighter on the inner corners of your eyes is really good. I do recommend doing that after you've done the inner corner eyeliner, or if you're using eyeshadow, because it's just gonna be a lot easier if you have to remove the eyeshadow. You don't have to reapply the highlighter. That's also why I do foundation after I've done eyeliner, because I like to do the eyeliner first. If I fuck up, I can remove it and I'm not removing foundation. And then I can just apply the foundation around it afterwards. Works super simple. It's how I do it. Again, this video is more about how I do my makeup instead of how makeup should be done. I'm just hoping that I can share tactics that I've learned. I will say with my makeup approach, I always go with the title less is more. It just works for me because I fucking hate doing makeup. I've told this story a bunch of times. I will tell it again. I don't like makeup. When I started streaming, I wanted to not have to do makeup every day. So I opted in the beginning to use a camera that had a filter on it, and then I would just do my eyeliner and that was it. And so I didn't need to like shave because I hadn't had laser at the time, and I didn't need to do a bunch of other stuff. In the end, I just ended up doing my eyeliner so often that I got good at it, and then I started picking up other bits of makeup. My makeup before then, I really didn't like, and then afterwards, I really begun to like again. I tore away the things that I didn't like and then found what I did like, if that makes sense. So if you're at a point with makeup that you aren't sure what you like, or you haven't even started at all, I'd say just start with eyeliner. Just eyeliner. Don't stress yourself out. Just go with eyeliner and mascara, then add in like contour or blush, then try like some extra highlight stuff. Super simple pieces here and there, right? You can learn to do your eyeliner in like a week if you're doing it a bunch, right? You might waste for an entire eyeliner pen, but you'll have the skill afterwards, and that's invaluable really, because then you'll save more money by not wasting it when you're failing in the future, because you won't fail anymore because you've trained enough. I sound like my mum. This is exactly how my mum rambles. So I've covered mostly makeup, right? I've got like a dozen brushes here. I keep them in a little cup that I actually really wish I drank from this cup, but it's just been my brush cup the whole time. I also hook a couple of earrings onto the side. If you know what this is from, cool. Brushes, those ones are relatively expensive. They're probably 40, 50 pounds when they were bought, I don't know. That's way more than you need to spend on brushes. I promise you, you don't need to spend that amount. I didn't spend that amount. They were presents. So, you know, if you can get most presents, great, do that. But you can get cheap brushes and they'll do the same. I promise you that. Ellie said this brush was part of a set that was £5. I don't know what happened to the other brushes. She might still have them. I can see one over there. Never mind. These are expensive, but I have never found a sponge I like other than these. It's the Real Techniques sponge. One of these will last you a few months. These are great. I personally just can't find a sponge that I like more that is cheaper, and I'd rather just stick with what I know because it makes me more comfortable. So brushes and tools and whatnot are good. You don't always need to buy the most expensive stuff. If anyone's telling you that the most expensive stuff is the one you need, they are lying to you, and they are shills. They are sheeps and shills, and we don't deal with sheeps and shills. We deal with good times and long times. So removing makeup, right? You can get Tesco's brands of these. I just get these because they come in a 2-pack, and Ellie and I both like these. I find that these are the best for my skin. I have very, very sensitive skin. So anything that doesn't burn is a plus. That's another reason why I don't like foundation, is sometimes it just feels horrible on my skin. And again, sensitive skin doesn't go well. Just one of these, and then you just cover your face with it. The eyeliner, if you're getting the Fenty eyeliner, which is expensive, I will say, I think 19 or 21 pounds, something like that. It does take a while to remove. It can be hard to remove because it's so on there thick. I've had full-on crying sessions, full-on tantrums where the eyeliner hasn't come off. It is a great eyeliner, but God, it's annoying to get off sometimes. Just hold the thing there. Just hold the wipe there, and then just drag away, and it'll be gone. Just keep going over and over and over again, and then use some like micellar water after if you want. I kind of find that hurt my skin a little bit. Do try these things, right? If you're not sure if it'll work for you, it's worth giving it a go. You'll find the right method for you. But I think the most important thing to note here is that no one answer is the right answer when it comes to makeup. It is a very specific thing for each person. I think that goes for everyone's transition as well, and just everyone's life. No one answer is the right answer. Everyone's gonna have their own things that make them happiest, and everyone's gonna have their own techniques that are the best for them. I'm just sharing what's the best for me in hopes that it will help someone someday. So a lesson I really wish I learned early on is that no one answer is the right answer. You can't learn everything from one person. They know how to do their makeup. They know how to do multiple different styles of makeup. Even a makeup artist who I learnt my makeup from done my makeup in a way that I didn't like in the end when I looked back. At the time I liked it because it was makeup, it was done, it was something new, it was something that could show me that I could look pretty. But in hindsight, it wasn't as pretty as I could be, and it didn't make me as happy as I could be. Learning on my own and teaching myself these different techniques was what got me to that point in the end. I will just say, just take your time learning, watch multiple videos. Don't think that one person has every answer. I'm putting this video forth as a way of saying like, this is the answers I've learned, these are the things that work for me. If you can take these techniques and evolve them for yourself, please do. I think that'd be amazing. Please check out my Discord. There's loads of advice in there. People keep sharing more and more advice every day, and I love that. People are helping each other learn makeup and hairstyles, finding bra fittings, so on and so forth. This is what I wanted this server for, and it is doing exactly that, and I'm so happy for that. Mwah.